This is going to be a brief overview of the e-jewelry point of sale or POS functionalities. POS is mostly designed for retail locations and point of sale, of course. A couple of the functionalities that we'll be going over is the introduction, the staff login, sales quote, sales invoices, sales return, and also stores, terminals, and staff as well. Getting into the POS or point of sale system, we have a login and logout for staff members. So each staff member will have their own ID and their own password. And once they log in, they'll have access to the system. Once they have access to the system, they can do a couple of things. So we have POS sales quote. So from the register or tablet, they can create a sales quote for a client. We can see salesperson is already selected for our logged in salesperson. Store code is automatic, terminal as well, even though we can change it on the fly. We have terminal 1 here. If I was to go back, we have POS sales invoices as well. If I click on this, it'll create a new sales invoice or a sale that I would want to bring up. If I come back here, we also have POS repair orders, POS customer appraisal. A couple of things. If I would like to do a sales return, there is a POS sales return here, return order. And this is going to be the list of the return orders. If I wanted to do a new return order, I could just click here and do a new return order if a customer wanted to come in and return something. If I click back on this and get back to the dashboard, we do have some other functionality as well. If I was to click on POS store, we can see if I click on the POS store, these are my store locations. We have Hawaii, LA, New York, UK, for example. If I come back to the store tab, there is also terminal and staff. Terminal is the number or amount of terminals at each location. So we have 2 in Hawaii, 2 in LA, 2 in New York, and so on. Those are going to be our individual register or tablet locations. If I go to POS store again, and I go to the POS staff here, we have a list of our staff here. And then we can also designate their passwords, their security levels, for example, manager, name on receipt, for example, maybe their home or primary store ID, and just a couple of features that we have as far as staff and staff information is concerned. And if I was to click on this, I'll come back and it brings me back to the dashboard. The dashboard also has some informational tabs, which can be customized. I have open sales quotes here, open custom orders, open repair orders, layaway orders, of course, and transfer orders. And the layaway functionalities, of course, if a customer was to come in and put a down payment for an item and pay incrementally over time, we have that functionality as well. And once the staff members are done, they can come in here and just log out for the day. There is also a POS report, and then which we store our reports in here, a couple of point of sale reports, and then we have POS terminal. We also have POS close, which is essentially the draw or the cash close of the day. So I can click on new, and then we can see I could put the amount of cash in the cash register, for example, at that time or at the end of the day. So we also have that draw functionality. And that is a brief overview. If I just log out, as a brief overview of the e-jewelry POS functionality.